What's up, everybody? We're at Raw Music Studios. Y'all remember our friend Mac. And we're having a little sit-down Q&A with the head boss himself, Mr. Tron Scott. What's up, Tron? How you feel tonight, buddy?
Good.
Now, just so everyone knows out there, we have no questions for this interview. We just have a camera. So we're just going to shoot from the hip and see how this goes. Now, Tron, you were born in '83 here in Weakley County?
Yes, sir. Born in Warren, Tennessee. Born, raised, been here, gonna be here, and it is what it is. I mean, hey.
So, like, what? How would you describe how the environment you were brought up in, your geographic location? You know, I am also here from Northwest Tennessee, and it's an agricultural community.
Right.
You know, I described to a young kid once. You know, you go to work, and when you're done, you go back to work.
Right.
So how does that influence your artistic endeavors?
Well, really, it made me feel like, you know, because I always knew that I had to do something that was going to be different to catch everybody else's mind different, because I didn't want to be the same guy that would always be doing something when they called me to come and do something. You know, I wanted to make sure that I could do it at any time. I could be the one that pulled the string on the puppet. But, you know, when people got to the point where they was like, hey, we need this, or we need that, we need you to do this, we need you to do that. I already had that done and been done that, and shit that was a lot better than that. So, I mean, it's just always got to stay one step ahead of everything that you got going on. You got to always keep your ace in the hole. If you don't, then you're gone. So,
so it sounds like the competitive nature of such a small, like, what is this, a county of 30,000? Maybe Martin is maybe 10,000 now.
But that's with the with the university, you know, with UTM. I mean, it's just, we're from a small town. I mean, but at the same time, that don't mean that, you know, that we're any different from anybody that comes from anywhere across the globe. I mean, we all are God's children. Don't matter with who we are. But at the same time, if what you're trying to do, you find somebody that can, you know, help you out with what you're trying to do and make you a situation where they can make your lifestyle a little bit better, than you go for it. I mean, that's what I've done as many times as I can, and gotten to where I can't get to at the same time, with still trying to put my all into it, because everything that seems like gold don't glitter. I want to let you know right now. I mean, a lot of times you look at things and some things don't seem like what they are when it's supposed to be one thing, and then you get into it and it's a whole nother different thing. So you just gotta, I mean, it takes a whole different person to be real.
It takes a whole different person to be real.
It takes a whole different person to be real. I mean,
so you're saying maybe you have an advantage at being able to keep it real, per se, because of where you come from?
No, sir, I did not say that. But what I did say was that it takes a certain person to be real. I mean, if you real, you real. I mean, I don't have nothing bad to say about nobody, because there's been a lot of people that done had a lot harder off than I've had it. But I've done had it. I done had that road where. I had that road, bro.
That road, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've been having to try to make my way through it, but at the same time, I know there's people that's done had it a lot harder than I have. So, if this is the path that I take, then I got to remember in my mind and go with it wholeheartedly, and not let up, and just know that I got to go at it 100% and let everybody know that this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do music. You know what I'm saying?
Now As far as being from the South, and it's always a big deal. I went to school in the Midwest, and people wanted to be Southern. They wanted to be Southern so bad that they assumed country was Southern. They just, anything they could shoehorn in to the country theme, they wanted that to be Southern so they could be Southern. Speaking about Southern as an artistic culture, which Southern artists, maybe not even necessarily musicians, maybe not even necessarily hip-hop musicians, but certainly a lot of people probably hear your beats or hear you rhyme. They're like, oh, I hear Goody Mob in your shit, or you must have listened to 8-Ball and MJG, or UGK. Like, how do you explain to people who really influenced you? Were they Southerners? Where were they from? Who, like, musically, artistically? You're also, just so everyone's aware, the man in front of you here is an accomplished visual artist. When the Titans came to Tennessee, they were still the Oilers, and the second place logo was the Nashville Flames. Tennessee Titans won by a hair. This is the artist who designed the logo for the Flames. that almost were the Titans.
You remember that?
I do remember that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I tell people, you're one of the most artistically complete persons I know. You look at everything artistically, in spite of, as you just attested to, basing your whole life upon like a hard work, like nose to the grindstone mentality, not that bohemian bullshit liberal progressive artist that's occupying Wall Street right now. That everyone looks at and they're like fucking hipsters. Like, you're like, nah, man, like, I'm an artist. So when you look at artists, do you relate mostly with, of course, a lot of people are like, are you part of the dirty, of course, or do you have other influence that come from maybe another part of America, another part of the globe that you more relate to than like an 8-Ball and MJG or even a Robert Randolph, maybe even, Southern musicians? Are there other artists who inspire you?
Well, like I said, really, when I first, when I first got into it, like I said, I used to write poetry a lot. I was younger. I was, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. And then I got to the point where once I got to high school with 14 and 15, and the poems that I was writing, everybody was like, well, you should be writing raps because you sound like you rapping when you be saying what you're saying.
And then we're just saying, you're a black kid, you should be a rapper.
Right. I mean, anybody can say what they got to say. I mean, like,
we're from West Tennessee. I was just saying. They
can say what they got to say, but at the same time, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, nobody ever, it ain't no easy routes around here. I mean,
I agree.
From here, it's a long way up. I mean, so when I came through that and everybody said da 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 da, whoop whoop whoop, you need to do this da da da, because of what I was doing and everything was good. I mean, once the music finally came around and I started doing that, and they was like, oh, nah, nobody ever done this. So it shook everybody else up. The ones that were asking questions at first, now they asking questions to try to get involved because they wanting to be a part of what I had going on. So it took me from going from being a nobody to somewhat being a somebody just by being the same person I always have been. That really just kind of made it strange because when you be real, I mean, that'll make a motherfucker show their true colors. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be funny to nobody. You know how I act around you every time. You know how it is. So you ain't gotta expect nothing different. So anytime you see me, it's not like no stage shit or no fucking movie set or no shit like that. Doing what the fuck we're doing. I mean,
no Truman Show style bullshit, huh?
Right. I mean, ain't nobody told you what to say. You supposed to say or nothing like that. It's just real shit with me.
It's raw music.
Exactly. So every time that it happened, it ended up being like, man, goddamn, this man is really real. You know what I'm saying?
And so is that kind of, I guess what I personally would understand, maybe we should clarify with those watching out there, is you're kind of explaining your transition from a young writer to you love sticking, as you say, I'm gonna stick to the beat.
Right. Well, like
production really became your fucking thing, man. Like, I can't get you on the mic for shit these days, man. You are sitting on that damn program. Like you said, that just you're composing, and I want like you compose.
Right. Right.
You're not mixing, you're not sampling, you're composing.
Right.
You're writing for instruments you've never played before.
Yes, sir.
And creating orchestrations. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's time to unleash Fort. It's time to open Fort Knox, man. Tell these people out there what they're about to hear, man.
Well, I mean, like I say, it really don't matter. I mean, I just pray that anybody would give me a chance, please just listen to my music. Yes. I mean, if you don't feel good about it, I accept criticism the same way I accept somebody praising me, patting me on the back. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, I'm trying to make it and trying to make something. I'm trying to do this to get all of us out of here. So
a rising tide raises all boats, right?
Right. You know. Just let me know where the damn icebergs is, so I can swerve around them. I ain't trying to be the Titanic.
Oh my God! You know, but your heart would go on if you were, right?
If I was the captain of the ship, I'd stay down with the ship till it went down.
And the band played on, right?
I'll be the last one.
What do you?
I'll be the last one spinning the rap. I tell them they could go ahead and get the last boat. I'll be the last one standing on the boat, on the ship, rapping. the last words as you go down and sing. Got that motherfucker.
What are you most excited about? What's about to happen with how you're feeling about your music right now? What has you most excited? Like, is there a certain track, a certain avenue you feel is opening up? Like, what are you most excited about? What you're about to offer people? I mean, obviously, you've been doing music locally a long time. You're a local legend.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You're a local legend. Yeah. Everyone knows Tron Scott in Martin, Tennessee. Yes, but you're about to step on the national stage. You've just started fucking with the internet after much poking and prodding. A little help from Brendan James. This motherfucker is about to actually step out of his shell. And what are you most excited about showing people what you've been hiding, man? What have you been hiding that you're most stoked about showing people? Is the simple way I guess I'm trying to say it.
Really, I guess I would just say just being myself and just not trying to follow a trend or a certain any style that's been going on or what everybody else thinks is hot. Just being myself and just dropping something that might seem or sound crazy as fuck to anybody else. But they hear it and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear that shit and it fucking hit you a certain way and you be like, God damn, this nigga's really bumping. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just do what I do, man, and do that. Thank the Lord for everything He does for me, man, and strive and hope that I can make a way to my kids won't have to try to make a way, man. And that's really all I'm trying to do, man. Take care of them.
It's for the kids.
It's for everybody, kid. Even if they ain't my kids, I don't care. It's just for me to do something from where I'm from. A lot of people done been, you know what I'm saying, NFL player or NBA players, or
has a doctorate in teaching at Florida International, or right,
I mean, anything. Like I say, man, I got a lot of friends.
Champions.
I got a lot of friends that have always kept it real. Like I say, Justin Harrell. I
was about to say, anybody you want to shout out before we close it up, man? Yeah. Shout out anyone you want to shout out, dude.
Justin, what's up, man? Holla at me, bro. When I shot the street light out behind my mom and daddy house that night with the BB gun, and nobody knew about it but me, you, Lewis, and Dwayne. So
you guys were causing trouble? No fucking way.
Well, like I say, and then at the same time, like I say, man, just get with me. Everybody that know me, man, love me. I love y'all. Just help me out. Try to help me get to where I'm trying to get to. I got the product. All I need is y'all support. 100. So we're gonna go from here and see what happens. Whatever gonna happen. If it ain't in God will, it ain't gonna happen. Depending on how many guys you believe in. I believe in one, and that's Him. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm a man of my word and it's solid as a brick. Yours watered down and loose as the lips on the chick.